downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Ford Field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So, Charles, you talk about this head coach. And let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters. How did he end it? We're done here. That's a function of losing and all the pressure that's on him. Hear about pressure creating diamonds? In this case, it's bursting the pipes of the coach.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's complete to Martin. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. This complete to Martin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
I'm not not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And this throw incomplete. You know, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Come on.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
26, Mike.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Detroit. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the pistol, they'll run with Martin. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field, because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And Martin's got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
1st down, here's the run with Martin. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
These two teams all tied after one. Just a yard to go here on second down. Now it's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Throwing after the interception, Fields. He'll buy some time right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big pickup there on the scramble.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Barber. And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner's been my experience that after 2 stops like that near the goal line, defenses only become bolder. They don't back off at all. I think they continue to bring pressure and force them to make a really big play against them.
And the incompletion, then the run for no gain. Let's see now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw here. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. This, the 2nd meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play. Because that's not going to happen very fast to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Off play action. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. Fields. That is caught by Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. And his throw is incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing again is Fields. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. On 1st down, it's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barber. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to 4. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Drops it off to Martin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one at 62 yards in the air.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Rolling to his left. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. Now he's flushed out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. Martin. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run. Martin. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Fields on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Spencer. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Fields now to throw. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Barber.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Spencer. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
To throw is Fields.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields, flush to his right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught by Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. That catch good for only a couple.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it, turn upfield, and pick up the 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Martin. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
Looking to throw. Goes underneath to Martin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They give to Martin. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 12.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Play action. It's Fields.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throw left side complete. That's Barber. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here's Fields.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Under pressure, they got him again. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
Well, here we go on fourth down. Fields.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. On first down, Martin. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Trey Flowers able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, he was 2nd and 11.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barber. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
On play action, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Off play action, Fields.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. After the sack on first down, Fields, he's going to let it fly. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Under pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
They snap it to Fields.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And a 10th carry here for Martin. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last two drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. They run it again with Martin. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.